Hi, this is Prashant Mehra from Platform Commons. Excited to be here talking to you about our latest initiative, the Gramify platform. Part of the problem we're trying to solve is that on one hand, there is good developmental budget that's allocated in India at a village level through the Panchayati Raj system. The problem is that the actual activities that happen are rarely in line with what the local villagers actually want. So this initiative is an attempt to have the local communities not just participate, but take active lead in deciding what kind of projects, in what time frames, to what impact will happen in their villages. The actual act of doing this is a four-step process. Step one is to build some level of interest in the village that they should go ahead and take charge of their own destiny. And build communities. Step two, to do PRAs, local participatory rural appraisals or gap analysis and visioning for the village. Step three, create detailed project plans backed by data supported by AI. And step four is to engage with the local authorities by presenting them these plans in the shape and format the system expects, and then keep the cycle going. Step one is centered around a heavy use of stories. To that extent, we've integrated, there's a lot of user generated content on what's happening in the local village, the neighboring village. There's expert content in the areas of soil, water, biodiversity, market access, access to finance, so on and so forth, local manufacturing, local supply chains. A lot of experts contribute with content. And we also curate with the help of AI stories across India and across the world how similar villages, as to the village in question, have addressed problems like these. And those curated things are fed in a feed to garner some interest. Once there is some level of community mobilization, then they take a transect walk, a walk around the village, visiting households, resources, markets, to get a sense of what exists in the village and what's missing, how to leverage existing resources, how to build for the missing ones. This gives a broad base sense of what the village needs, aspirations are, what resources are there, what are not there, in order to do a certain set of things. And it also results in some long list of projects that the village wants to do. That is then sharpened using what we built called a block resource center. It is a set of 180 data points spread across 8 dimensions on natural resources, market demand, local demand, agriculture, water, soil, etc., government schemes. And these data points help to sharpen the plan. It also, by this time, you start speaking some of the language that the government understands. And step four is to package into a project plan and work with the local governments. We have detailed videos covering it, so I'm not going to go to screens and things like that. But essentially, from use of knowledge and stories to get awareness, build communities, get them to build high level plans, then detailed plans with the help of data. And a lot of AI support is there in helping shape those plans up, in doing risk analysis and doing opportunity analysis, and then engaging with local governments. In the last 5 months, we've managed to roll this out in 1,200 villages in Odisha. So very excited. There's a good uptake by citizens and NGOs alike, and we're really excited about citizens taking it up. Because that really gives the control directly in the hands of the citizen and not some intermediary organization. And with young people with digital literacy really improving in the country. 4G access pretty much there in 90+% of the country's villages, and cheap smartphones. We're really looking forward this to become a default way for a village to plan their own development, and have a way to then work with the government to make that happen.